heard about it, Otomi. You started dating that girl you met at the mixer, right?
This is the HR recruitment section at Love Koi Corp. While reviewing documents, I was approached by the coworker who invited me to that mixer. Yeah, we had similar hobbies and she seemed nice.
Wait, you got a girlfriend, Chief? I want to see a picture.
A picture? This one's her profile pic.
Whoa, she's super cute.
That voice drew in more male coworkers who all came over to see. And since every single one of them praised her, I started getting a little embarrassed. But apparently, it was only the male coworkers who felt that way.
Oh, so that's the kind of girl you're into, huh, Chief?
When I looked up, one of my subordinates was awkwardly smiling at the photo. Her comment made us guys tilt our heads in confusion.
What? What's wrong with her?
From my point of view, I just don't see the appeal. She's the type of girl women don't like. No offense, Chief. Yeah, honestly, not really my type either.
Our office split neatly between nodding women and confused men. Can't say the reactions didn't bother me. But I also knew firsthand that women admired by women and women admired by men can be totally different. Now that I've experienced that myself, I really don't get what they're criticizing. My girlfriend, Nako Hoshii, is 24 and has been working as a shop clerk at an apparel store since graduating high school. At the mixer, she was the type to split food up for everyone. In daily life, she's domestic, and her sense with money is just fine. She's thoughtful, but not overly reserved. She knows how to lean on others too. So women who are very feminine are unpopular with other women, huh? Maybe it's like how men hate good-looking guys, and women dislike girls who seem like they'd steal good guys away. I was just thinking that when...
Yeah, I'm gonna side with the Otomi has bad taste camp.
Huh? Supervisor. My direct boss, Supervisor Shirayuki, was the only guy siding with the woman. At 32, he already holds a supervisor position. Tall, smart, well-paid, the full package. And with that kind of look too, he's never had a single rumor about dating anyone. Basically a dream guy for women.
As expected of Supervisor Shirayuki, you've got great taste in women too.
So yeah, that was the kind of stuff I was hearing from him when I first started dating her, getting teased while being told to focus on work. But even after being with her a while, to me, she was still a wonderful woman. So on our 1-year anniversary, I proposed to her, and we got engaged. We even started looking for a place to live together. Maybe we should call off the engagement. 6 months after getting engaged, we had just finished eating lunch that I made at home when I told Nako I wanted to break up.
Huh? What brought this on all of a sudden?
Yeah, I didn't think things would come to this either, but at least it's before we signed a lease.
Wait, you're serious?
She must have realized I wasn't joking when I stared at her. Her face went pale.
No way! I don't want to break up. Did I do something wrong? I'll fix it. Just don't say you want to call off the engagement.
I heard the sound of a plate breaking, but she ran out of the kitchen anyway, desperately pleading. From the outside, she just looked like a heartbroken woman dumped by her fiancé out of nowhere. But the more she clung to me, the colder my heart got. Is it because you need an ATM?
Huh?
The other day, your childhood friend came to see me. You've known him since kindergarten, right? He really likes you, huh?
What? When?
One Saturday a month ago, I was waiting for you at a cafe after work. Nako has a male childhood friend her age that she's known since kindergarten. I never met him before, but that day he showed up for the first time. Michinari Hajime. The moment he sat down, he yelled at me, demanding I let Nako go. I asked him what he meant, and apparently you told him you were going to break off the engagement. But I wouldn't agree, that I was really obsessed with you. That's strange. I don't remember you ever saying anything like that. Still, the way he acted, it was a bit too real for someone supposedly lying. Maybe he's just a really good actor. But based on what you've told me, he didn't seem like someone who could hide his emotions well. So, I had someone look into it. Saying that, I handed her the envelope. Nako took it with shaky hands and looked inside. She immediately dropped the documents, or maybe couldn't help but drop them is more accurate. Inside were detailed reports of her cheating with that childhood friend. From what you told me, he wasn't the type who could lie skillfully. And the way he looked at you didn't feel like just a friend, so I hired a PI. This is what they found. And there's more.
Hey, you still haven't broken off the engagement?
Yeah, he really seems to like me a lot.
Why not just call it off already? If it's about the penalty fee, I'll pay it.
But think about it. He works for a big company. He's on the fast track, and once he gets promoted, money won't be an issue. Might be better to just keep things as they are.
Hey, this wasn't what we agreed on.
Relax, Michinari. I'm saying he'll be our perfect ATM. I mean, I work retail, and even though you changed jobs for me, you're not making much yet, right?
Well, that's true, but...
Right? So just hold out a little longer, Michinari.
When I stopped the video, Nako was standing there, pale and drenched in cold sweat. So that's it. The engagement's off. I'll also be requesting compensation. Don't ever show your face to me again.
No! Wait, Kate, please listen to me!
Not wanting her to stay, I dragged her pleading self to the front door. Snatched the house key from her and kicked her out. She made a fuss out front, but I guess the neighbor, the oddly jacked lady, glared at her or something. Soon enough, she left quietly. And that's how I, Kei Otomi, finally realized that the female coworkers and section chief have been right all along. I'm 28, head of recruiting at Lovekoi Corp's HR department, a man with zero eye for women.
Here, bourbon.
Still, the cheating really did a number on me. A few days later, on a Friday after work, I went to Snack Suzu as my supervisor suggested. There, I drowned my sorrows while the ageless seductive bar mama listened.
You hold your liquor well, but even so, that's too much. Your friend isn't here yet, right?
Yeah, sorry. Since then, I've been crashing at net cafes. I couldn't stay in a place tainted by a cheating woman. And on top of it all, the pity from coworkers hit harder than I thought.
Well, breaking off an engagement will do that. Not that I know what that feels like.
The smug look on my coworker's face was infuriating. She laughed and said, "See, told you she had bad vibes. I've lost all faith in my own judgment."
Huh. Was she really that bad?
This is her.
Whoa. Yeah, that's bad. You've got awful taste.
Shut up, I know already.
That's totally the type to act cutesy with guys and mock them behind their backs. Seriously, guys fall for this stuff way too easily. Idiots.
Shut up! I said I get it already! Don't rub salt in the wound!
And she cheated with her childhood friend too, huh? Like something out of a manga or drama. That's brutal, man.
The alcohol finally started hitting me after all that chugging.
Just for today, drink all you want and have a good dream. Ugh, still cheating, huh?
As I slumped over the table and slipped into dreams, I heard Mama's gentle voice. And so, I left my section chief behind and drifted off to dreamland. I slept so deeply I couldn't even remember if I dreamed. The next day, the sunlight woke me, and...
Morning.
A ridiculously gorgeous woman sparkled in the morning light right in front of me. Huh?
You're all frozen up. You're so cute like this. I could just eat. Ow!
Take your eyes off her for 1 second and this happens. Stop trying to eat my subordinates.
And the woman who just showed up was Section Chief Shirayuki. Now that I look closer, this wasn't even my house. Wait, what the hell's going on? So, are you Mama's boyfriend, sir?
Don't be ridiculous. A woman like her isn't my type, and I don't kick my lovers.
Saying that, he glared at me and set the bowl down. It was clam miso soup. I appreciated the gesture and took a sip.
She's my sister, not that I'm thrilled about it.
Huh?
Hi, I'm Isuzu Shirayuki, Mama of Snack Suzu.
So the famously stoic section chief Shirayuki and the ultra flirty, sultry Mama Isuzu. They're siblings? Bit of a complicated family?
We're real blood siblings from a normal household, 4 years apart.
DNA really is a mystery. So that makes Isuzu 36. Anyway, I took the soup before it got cold. Turns out the section chief picked that bar because it's his sister's place, so clearing people out is easy. But he got stuck at work longer than expected, and when he rushed over, I was already out cold. Not only that, Isuzu had started closing shop and was about to take me home. He couldn't just let his subordinate get devoured, so he brought me here. I sincerely apologize for the trouble.
Don't worry about it. Looks like I gave you a good place to crash. Besides, we'll be living together from now on, so no need to apologize for just that.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean by that?
You're not going back anytime soon, right? And your ex probably hasn't given up. You should avoid obvious places. Here's safer.
It's true, this place is far from my apartment. Still, it felt kind of forced. Just as I was about to protest, an unexpected backup shot hit me.
Yeah, that's fine. Then I'll live here too for now.
Huh? No, that's not... I mean, I can just hop around to avoid being found.
What's wrong, kid? Turning down a beautiful woman's offer?
Gonna waste your boss's kindness?
The sibling duo. I once thought DNA was a mystery, but I take it back. These two are absolutely siblings. And that's how I ended up, somehow, living with both Isuzu and the section chief in her home, half by force. Alright, I'm off. That Saturday, I dropped by a net cafe at night, then went back home, had the lock changed just in case, and brought over my stuff. On Sunday, I cleaned up the empty room, and we decided that me and the section chief would use it. So the weekday started up again, but since Isuzu has work at night, our schedules don't match at all. We kept missing each other completely.
Otomi, you skipped breakfast today, right? At least got some sugar in you.
Sorry, thanks. I actually spend more time with the section chief lately, and I feel like we've gotten closer.
I was up reading late last night. Studying is great and all, but don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sometimes there's a short overlap between her getting ready for work and us coming back from ours.
Sis, don't leave your underwear where people can see it.
I got mad the last time you walked out naked, so I left it out early to remind myself. You're always complaining.
If you flash your underwear or your naked self at Otomi, I'll feel bad for him. Don't corrupt my junior's eyes.
Huh? Are you saying my naked body and underwear are corrupting?
So he actually talks like that when talking to his sister, huh? Being an only child, watching siblings argue is pretty fresh for me. Also, seeing a different side of the section chief is kind of fun.
Shh! You'll wake up Sawaki.
There was one time I woke up in the middle of the night sensing something off, and found Isuzu standing right in front of me.
Sis!
Ow! I just wanted a little taste.
He got her good. The way he moved that night was seriously impressive.
Don't screw around. Don't you dare sink your fangs into my sweet junior.
Calling a beauty like me fangs? You really don't know what you're looking at. And what kind of man kicks a woman? I didn't raise you like that.
Humph. Better than letting a family member become a criminal. Sorry about my sister, Otomi. Your purity still intact? Damn it, I knew picking her bar that day was a mistake.
Yeah, thanks. I'm okay thanks to you, Section Chief. I appreciate the concern, but I have a viewing schedule this weekend, so I should be able to move out soon. Or maybe I'll just start staying in a hotel tomorrow night.
Nope, rejected.
What?
Yeah, that's off the table. So you'll stay here for a while.
If you're thinking hotel, just settle for here instead. Don't worry about being a burden. In fact, take your time finding a new place. Stay at least 6 months.
6 months? No, seriously, that's too long. Even if I don't find a place, I'm leaving this weekend. I say that, but they both look displeased. Their reaction puzzles me.
Then 3 months. Stay for 3 months.
I'll guarantee your safety. Let's get a lock on this room first.
They start deciding everything by themselves. My sleepyhead kicks into gear and I rush to interrupt. No, really, that's not okay. Isuzu, a woman shouldn't just let a guy stay over if he's not even her boyfriend.
That's kinda old-fashioned of you. It makes me happy you're worried, but it's fine. I've decided not to get married or have a boyfriend. Well, that's just how it is, so there's no issue. So don't think about leaving. Just stay for now. I like it better when there's someone around. It makes the place feel alive.
And yet she's sworn off having a boyfriend. Alright, if you insist that much, I'll take you up on your offer a little longer.
Good. Then sorry for waking you. Good night.
So yeah, I agreed to cover rent and expenses, and we compromised on a 1-month stay. By the next day, our shared room had a lock. More books I'd probably like, and even extra dishes for me. Also, for some reason, I sleep in the same bed as the section chief. Why?
I think this scent suits you.
The men's one we saw earlier was better.
They both smell good, but it'll feel weird matching scents with you two. I was thrown off by the sudden cohabitation, but spending every day with someone or going out together on weekends. It helped keep my mind off my ex. By the time a month had passed, I smiled more, and the heartbreak had mostly healed. Maybe that place was actually the best choice. In the end, I gave in to their pressure, and even after a month, I was still crashing at Isuzu's place. One Saturday, on the way home after my third apartment viewing, someone suddenly grabbed my arm from behind.
Kay!
Huh?
Kay, I've been waiting. There's something I need to tell you.
How do you know this place? Turns out, the reason I'm not staying at my own home is right in front of me. She shouldn't know where this place is, so my face hardens instantly.
Sorry. I saw you by chance at the department store the other day and followed you.
So that day at the department store with the perfume, she was there. To think she trailed me, this is bad in all kinds of ways. Unbelievable. So why didn't you show up until now? Why approach me at this moment?
Well, you're sharp, Kay. I came because there's something I need to say. That woman is filthy. You shouldn't be with her.
What?
That day, I happened to see Kay at the department store and he was with a woman. I wondered who she was, but there was too little info to go on, even on social media. I had no idea what to do. Then I realized, if I just hired a private investigator like Kay did, I could find out too. So I did, and guess what? I found out that woman used to work in the sex industry. She's done those things with all kinds of men. Looks and age didn't matter. Unbelievable! That's beyond disgusting, right? That's what I wanted to tell you today. I bet you didn't know, right, Kay? You're a rising elite at a top trading company. For someone like you, a woman like that is totally...
Shut up. That's what you wanted to say? What a waste of time.
Huh?
So you hired a PI. That explains the delay before you approached me. Yeah, I'm pissed about that too. But more than anything, I can't stand the woman in front of me right now. You think sex work is dirty? What kind of prejudice is that? To me, it's a job worthy of respect, risking your body to meet someone else's needs, even when you don't love them.
I mean, sure. Not everyone can do that, but still.
If anything, I get angry knowing some of them offer inhumane options. I bet most of them don't even want to be doing it. They probably have reasons. And you call them dirty? Disgusting? I thought I had you figured out, but your prejudice is worse than I thought.
Okay. I didn't think it through. I guess they could each have their own circumstances. But it's still gross, right? Kay, she's not right for you. Even if you say all that nice-sounding stuff, you still think I'm prettier than her, right? I'm the one who truly loves you. I only said that in front of our old friend. That wasn't how I really felt. So please give us another...
I really had no eye for people. I wanted to punch my past self in the face when...
Oh, you're begging to get back together? You're...
The woman we'd just been talking about showed up and spoke. I turned to look at her, startled. It was her usual time to leave for work. Did she hear everything we said?
Clinging to your ex like that. How pathetic. A real woman never crawls back to the past man. Shut up! You have no right to talk about being a real woman!
Nako!
It's fine. She's right. I'm not worthy to speak on what makes a good woman. But let me just say one thing. I turned to sex work because I needed money. My mom took her own life, and then my dad followed her. I was 19 at the time. Dad was a company worker and Mom was a part-timer under his insurance. So the only money we got was the basic survivor's pension for minors, about 1.02 million yen, and the welfare pension, about 600,000. That was nowhere near enough for a future.
Only minors can receive survivors' pensions. Back then, the adult age was still 20, but even so, payments stopped at the march of your 18th year.
So I dropped out of college and started working. But it wasn't enough. Once I turned 20, I entered the sex industry. The income was totally different. Maybe I am dirty, but thanks to that income, I didn't have to burden my retired grandparents. And I sent my brother to college without forcing him into debt. At the very least, I'd say I'm more proud of who I am than someone who cheated on a fiancé with a childhood friend. And treated him like an ATM. Anyway, I've got work soon. Later.
With that, Isuzu strode off. To me, you're way more filthy and revolting. You're the one who cheated and used your fiancé like an ATM.
Ugh.
When I said that, Nako was glaring so hard at the direction Isuzu had gone. It was like she'd burn a hole through the air.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! What the hell is with that woman?
A few days later, Nako was still completely on edge.
Hey, Nako, can you calm down already? I'll buy you the new Love Bucks thing, okay?
Shut up! Like we have the money for that right now. You already used up all your savings to pay the compensation, remember? Try saving for once!
Yeah, but...
Right. Of course, I demanded compensation after everything. They hadn't met each other's families or lived together, so the amount wasn't huge. But 300,000 and 200,000 yen still hurt them a lot.
This is all your fault! You're the one who ratted me out to Kay! I flirted with you a little and you actually fell for it! You really thought it was serious? If you really feel bad, go drag that woman over here! I'll beat the crap out of her!
Nako...
As they argued, Nako stopped and fell completely silent. Her pupils were wide open, staring at something.
Nako, where are you going?
She suddenly sprinted toward the pedestrian bridge. There were too many people to see what she'd spotted. But Michinari might have already figured it out, and just seconds later...
Someone fell from the pedestrian bridge! Please, an ambulance!
A woman pushed a man from the very top. She's not resisting. We're at...
Michinari had tried to stop Nako from pushing Isuzu, and got pushed instead.
I didn't mean to push Michinari!
So you did mean to push Isuzu? First spite, now attempted murder. How much ugliness are you hiding inside?
But I really want to marry you, Kay! You're the one I truly love, please believe me!
If that were true, you shouldn't have cheated in the first place. Then I never would have seen your true self, and we'd be married by now. Well, at the rate things were going, even if you'd managed to get married, divorce would have been right around the corner. No matter how good you are at hiding it, I doubt you could have kept that ugly nature under wraps enough to avoid committing a crime. Thinking about it that way, I'm actually glad you cheated, and I even feel grateful to your childhood friend for telling me. Though, it seems your childhood friend wanted even that ugly part of you too.
Hey, you! I'm seriously grateful to my sister, who went so far as to sell herself to earn money for my future. And you had a lot to say about her, didn't you? Not only that, but you also betrayed and hurt an important junior of mine, more than once too. Show your face around us again. And I'll get my hands dirty if I have to, just to erase you from our lives.
Later, the ambulance and police arrived. Michinari was taken to the hospital, and Nako was taken to the police station. And with that, my whole broken engagement fiasco finally came to a close. Michinari ended up with multiple bruises and fractures, but his internal organs were miraculously unharmed. His parents were absolutely furious.
Don't ever come near our son again!
We're terribly, terribly sorry!
Our families had known each other since kindergarten, but this incident severed all ties between them. Even Michinari himself finally had enough. He never looked for Nako again. And as for Nako...
The verdict! The defendant is sentenced to 6 years in prison.
Photos of Isuzu found in her room showed clear murderous intent, and she was given a prison sentence for attempted murder.
Damn it! If only that younger brother hadn't been around!
She only showed remorse for injuring her childhood friend. She made a show of regretting what she did to Isuzu, but in truth, her hatred only deepened. Still, she was clearly afraid of the section chief, and after being released, she never tried anything with us again.
Wow, nice house.
Back to the moment just after that near miss with them. I had invited the two of them to my new place. Really, thank you both for everything.
Honestly, I would have felt safer if you stayed longer.
Can I ask, was it because of your parents that you tried to keep me from leaving?
Yeah. My dad's affair came to light, and they were trying to patch things up. Mom couldn't trust him at all anymore. Every little thing made her break down into tears. She probably started to hate herself. In the end, she jumped from our apartment building. Dad, who had cheated like it was nothing, probably did love her in his own way. He couldn't take the guilt and eventually overdosed on sleeping pills.
That's why I originally planned to have you stay at my place. But then my sister insisted on taking you in, so I changed plans.
I also felt safer having you close by. Though yeah, sneaking in at night to make sure you were breathing was maybe too much.
I haven't forgotten you were seriously planning to nibble on me.
Well, you were so cute while sleeping. I was this close to getting a taste. Too bad you're so uptight.
Excuse me?
I've made up my mind. I thought someone like me could never have a relationship. But Kay told me I was beautiful. He said it without hesitation, and that shot straight through my innocent heart. Sawaki, you want me to be happy, right? Then keep your mouth shut and support my love.
I do want you to be happy, but if it means sacrificing an important junior, that's a different story. Did you know? At work, everyone thinks me and Otomi are living together now.
What?
I was never into women to begin with, and I figured, if my sister isn't dating, I wouldn't either. But thinking back, I was strangely drawn to Otomi. That feeling only grew after we started living together. Could this be what they call love?
Oh, even Sawaki's caught the spring fever. That makes us rivals in love, doesn't it?
The beautiful sibling duo mutters something unsettling, and as Kay wipes up the tea he spit out, sweating nervously.
Yeah, the more chances to fall, the better. After all, Sawaki and I both have top-tier looks. Kay, I'm going all out to win you over. Be the last man I ever love.
You're open-minded about my sister, so I'm sure you don't care about gender either. Otomi, no, Kay, be my first man.
People love to categorize others as clean or dirty based on invisible traits. We even trick ourselves into doing it, but deep down, it's probably about whether someone's soul is pure or not. Wait, you're kidding, right? By the way, I think purity of soul and moral integrity are two separate things. So, you with the pure heart, how serious do you think these two are? And what kind of future do you imagine awaits them?
You see, Hiroto, the fortune teller told me to, so let's break up.
Huh? In the middle of a lively summer festival, she suddenly dropped a breakup line that sounded like a joke. I couldn't process it, but the fact that my girlfriend, Moeko Aima, was wearing her regular clothes proved she was dead serious. What are you talking about? A fortune teller? I'm Hiroto Tojo, just a regular 25-year-old office worker at a food company. I met her. She's the same age as me, through a friend. She works at a clothing store. By now, I was seriously in love with her, even thinking about moving in together.
Actually, I went to a fortune teller this morning, and apparently you and I are a terrible match, Hiroto. She said, your relationship will grow cold as you force yourselves to get along. You should distance yourselves before you shed great tears. So...
Wait, Moeko, I don't get it. Breaking up because a fortune teller said so? There's no way I can just accept that out of the blue.
But what if we ignore the prediction and something terrible really happens? It's not just me. Something bad could happen to you too.
We don't know if the fortune will come true or not. There's a chance it won't.
I know a bunch of people whose fortunes have actually come true, so I can't just ignore it. So that's that. It's been fun. Thank you for everything.
Hey, Moeko! I'd heard that fortune-telling was popular among Moeko and her friends. But who could have imagined that the girlfriend I'd been with for 2 years without any major issues would suddenly break up with me because of a fortune teller? Without getting a reason I could accept, just like that, Moeko and I were over. I can't believe this is happening. I never thought I'd get dumped at the summer festival, where we were supposed to have a great time. Walking around in a jinbei with no one by my side just feels awkward. I even feel like people are giving me weird looks. I'm just gonna go home. Being dumped at the worst possible time, a summer festival, and for the ridiculous reason of a fortune telling, it's enough to make 2 years of feelings go cold. As I sighed, trying to forget about my time with her, and headed for the exit, that's when it happened. Ugh! Whoa! Lost in my gloomy thoughts, I didn't notice her coming up from behind, and felt a strong impact on my back. I stumbled forward, and we both ended up in a heap on the ground.
Ouch! Sorry, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you? My head was spinning, still a bit confused by the suddenness of it all. I looked up, and then... this person is crying. I'm so sorry. Did you get hurt when we bumped into each other?
No, it's not that. See? I'm perfectly fine. I definitely didn't get hurt from the fall.
Then why are you, crying?
That's because...
She hesitated, her eyes clearly showing her distress. Looking back, maybe this was what you'd call a sixth sense. If you don't mind, I'm here to listen. Before I knew it, those words had just slipped out of my mouth.
Actually, my boyfriend just broke up with me.
We moved to a bench a little away from the noise, and I listened to her story.
It literally just happened. We had promised to come to the summer festival together today. We met up here, but I guess he wasn't charmed by my yukata. He told me I looked childish.
That's so rude of him. And sorry if this is weird, but I don't think you look childish at all. At that, her eyes widened in surprise, and her expression softened just a little.
Thank you. You're very kind. I'm sorry to trouble a complete stranger like this.
She gave a self-deprecating smile. Still, I wondered if there was any way I could cheer her up. After thinking it over, an idea popped into my head, and I asked, "Hey, if you'd like, would you want to watch the fireworks with me?"
Huh?
The truth is, my girlfriend just broke up with me too.
Really?
And it was because of a fortune teller.
What? A fortune teller? That's awful. This is no time to be laughing.
So, I'm in the same boat as you. What a crazy coincidence.
Oh.
Honestly, I was just about to head home. But it feels like a waste to come all this way and just leave, so if you'd watch them with me, I'd be really happy. Feeling like I was hitting on her, I reached out my hand.
Then, if it's okay, I'd love to join you.
And so we moved to the fireworks viewing spot, just as the huge flowers bloomed in the sky. Who breaks up with someone over a fortune teller?
If you were going to dump me, don't promise to go to the festival!
Figuring no one could hear us over the fireworks, we both screamed out our frustrations. Letting out all our pent-up anger felt so ridiculously good that we just burst out laughing. Having completely vented our frustrations while watching the fireworks, we hit it off. We exchanged contact info and decided to keep in touch. Her name was Maika Fujisaki. She was a recent college grad who had just started working as an office clerk at an IT company this year. We started spending our days off together, going to popular cafes and seeing movies, and gradually grew closer. 3 months passed like that. Sushi? Brought to a conveyor belt sushi restaurant, I stared blankly up at the sign.
I really want the Kobito-san merchandise that comes with this restaurant's special collaboration menu. Would you mind eating with me?
Kobito-san? You mean the character on this banner?
Yes. I'm sorry for my weird hobby. I'll pay for it.
Aha! So that's what this is about. It's not weird at all, and it's better to have a guy with you for something like this, right? And I'll pay for my own food.
Thank you so much.
Smiling at this unexpected new side of her, we entered the restaurant, and so began an unforeseen fierce battle.
I never knew an eating challenge could be this painful and agonizing.
I think I'm at my limit. Kobito-san is coming at me with sushi.
Huh? Where? Kobito-san hasn't come to visit me. Eat a lot!
Stop! While tormented by nightmarish hallucinations like something out of a high fever, we somehow managed to secure the merchandise we were after. I thought I was gonna puke.
I can't believe you understand the appeal of Kobito-san, Hiroto. My friends weren't really interested, so the only one who got it was...
She trailed off sadly. Seeing her expression, I understood what she had been about to say. If you don't mind, could you tell me about your ex-boyfriend? She seemed hesitant, but after a moment, Micah began to open up.
His name is Tatsuki Ukiya, and he's a year older than me. We were in the same concert band club in college, and we both played the trumpet. He patiently taught me how to play since I was a beginner. I enjoyed the time we spent together, and we started dating. Back then, Tatsuki was so kind, and I always looked forward to going to club activities. But then, he graduated and got a job, and about 6 months later, he started acting strange. Unlike me, Tatsuki had professional responsibilities at work, and I understood that things couldn't be the same as they were in college. So, I thought he was just tired, and that if he had some time to settle down, he'd go back to how he used to be. Then, this year, I graduated too, and I thought if we could share the hardships of being working adults, the distance between us would disappear, but...
I thought you might mature a bit after getting a job, but you're still as childish as ever, Micah. I thought seeing you in a yukata might make me fall for you again, but that didn't happen either. I can't be with you anymore. Let's break up.
So, on the day of the summer festival... I'm sorry. I've been rambling on about something so boring.
No, thank you for telling me. I'm glad I got to know more about you, Micah.
You're a really good listener, Hiroto. I always feel at ease when I talk to you. We're both working adults now. Our lives and circumstances have completely changed since college. There are hellos and there are goodbyes. I've decided to accept that nothing lasts forever.
After that, we cheered up and browsed through some variety stores. By dusk, Micah's smile had completely returned. But...
Hiroto, there's something I'd like to talk to you about.
As I was walking her home, she said that, and I stopped. What's wrong? Wanting to reassure the frightened, anxious-looking Micah, I smiled. With a relieved look on her face, she began to confide in me. A week later, I was out in town doing some shopping when... Moeko?
Why is Hiroto here?
Of all people, I ran into Moeko. I never expected to see her here, but I quickly noticed the fortune-telling parlor in the next building. Still going to fortune tellers, I see.
Judging by your face, you seem to be doing well. It's a good thing I broke up with you, so you could avoid any misfortune.
Her tone and attitude, as if I should be thanking her, just left me dumbfounded. You really haven't changed at all. Fortune-telling this, fortune-telling that. You should try looking at the world with your own eyes for a change. You'll see things much more clearly than through a crystal ball. Are you going to let a fortune teller make all your life decisions from now on? Just doing whatever the reading says? That's just blind faith. I'm not trying to deny fortune-telling itself, but I just can't understand believing in it to the point where you ignore your own feelings.
Why can't you just understand?
I don't want to understand. Try putting yourself in my shoes. Having all our time together dismissed by something with no guarantee of being true?
If we hadn't broken up then, something terrible might have happened.
I'm not going to argue about what-ifs. It would be one thing if we had problems or insecurities back then. But we didn't, and I don't want our entire future to be decided by a fortune. We'll probably never see eye to eye. Just when it seemed like our argument would go on forever, with neither of us backing down.
Hiroto?
I turned around to see Micah coming out of the fortune-telling parlor. Micah, hello. You too? Fortune-telling? Witnessing our exchange, one person smirked.
Is that your new girlfriend? Too bad for you, Hiroto. Looks like she's into fortune-telling too. Let me guess. You just had your compatibility with Hiroto Red, didn't you?
Why do I have to tell you anything?
You don't have to act so tough. It's not a bad thing to rely on fortune-telling when you're anxious about the future.
Stop dragging her into this. This is between you and me.
Yes, you're right. So why don't you just admit it? The reason you avoided misfortune and even found a new girlfriend is all thanks to me. If you apologize for your rude attitude earlier, I might just forgive you.
It seemed Moeko was desperate for me to validate her actions, no matter what. Just then, Micah, who had been listening to our exchange, stepped forward.
Do you, by any chance, regret breaking up with Hiroto?
What are you talking about all of a sudden? Of course not. I just did what the fortune teller told me to do. I don't have any regrets.
From the start, you haven't been attacking Hiroto. You've been trying to get his approval. It's because you want to convince yourself that your actions made him happy, isn't it? You still have feelings for him, and you still can't accept that you broke up with him. That's why you keep coming here, to grasp onto the result that following the fortune made him happy. Am I wrong?
That's right. This isn't how it was supposed to be. I never wanted to break up, but I had no choice. The fortune teller...
Right. It wasn't that Moeko's feelings for me had faded. Instead, she believed only in the fortune's result, feared a terrible breakup, and chose to end things, wishing for our mutual happiness. I was sad that you didn't talk to me about it, and that you seemed to trust a fortune teller more than me, the person who'd been with you all that time. But either way, I think a relationship with you, who trusts fortunes over me, would have fallen apart eventually.
Then what about her? Are you okay with a woman who likes fortune-telling, just like me?
Of course, I have no intention of criticizing her for liking it. Besides, I already know that she likes fortune-telling. That's right. It was the other day, the day she tugged on my sleeve, saying she had something to talk about. Micah confessed to me that she actually likes fortune-telling.
I heard you had a bad experience because of a fortune-telling, so I had a hard time bringing it up. But I didn't want to keep secrets from you.
Thank you for telling me, Micah. You've been so considerate this whole time. Knowing that we had already had that conversation, and wouldn't have any issues now, Moeko stood there, utterly stunned. A week later, we were walking side by side along a seaside road she apparently visits often, speaking a little less than usual. Micah seemed to be lost in thought today. Could it be about the fortune-telling from the other day? After what happened with Moeko, it would be a lie to say I wasn't worried at all. Whether she knew I was stewing in my thoughts or not, Micah suddenly stopped and looked straight at me.
Hiroto,
Micah?
Tatsuki? Why are you...
Don't be so formal with me. Call me Tatsuki like you used to. A man with a creepy smile approached, cutting Micah off before she could say anything. Micah, is this person?
He's the ex-boyfriend I told you about.
Come on, Micah. Reconsider.
The police told you not to come near me again, yet you're here.
It's not like I was looking for you. But since you were here, Micah, I've been wanting to talk to you for so long. He had probably been scouring places she might show up just to see her. His persistence seemed more than a little obsessive. Yes, Micah had already talked to me about this. It was the same day she told me about liking fortune-telling.
Actually, for the past 2 weeks, my ex has been calling and asking me to get back together with him. I had no intention of doing so after listening a few times, I blocked his number. But then, he showed up at my apartment. Of course, I refused since I'm not getting back with him. But he wouldn't leave, so I ended up calling the police.
That happened? If there's anything I can do, I'll do it. You can talk to me anytime.
Thank you, Hiroto.
I heard you hadn't heard from him since then.
Right. I thought he had given up, but I never expected to run into him here.
I'm telling you, it's a coincidence. Anyway, I'm glad I saw you today. His words still sounded like he'd been planning to run into Micah all along. It was so transparent.
Please, stop. That's all in the past now.
You're the one who dumped her, right? She seemed pretty torn up on the day of the summer festival.
I heard, Tatsuki. After you got a job, you took women's polite compliments seriously and got the wrong idea that you were popular.
Hey, Micah, how did you know that? Don't say any more.
You dumped me because you mistakenly thought you were so charming, but then you got shot down by every woman you asked out. That's why you're suddenly asking me to get back together now, isn't it? Please, don't disappoint me any further.
Wait, I'm truly sorry. You looked really cute in your yukata, Micah. I wasn't myself back then.
Even if you say that, it's too late now. Besides, I've already found someone wonderful who wouldn't say my yukata looks childish.
No way.
Hiroto, about what I was trying to say earlier. When we met at the fortune-telling parlor, I was having our compatibility read.
What? So it's him, Micah?
The result of the reading, well, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't exactly great either. In a case like this, I think some people would choose to give up on the relationship and look for someone else. But I don't want to give up on you. So I was planning to talk to you about it today, Hiroto. Hiroto, would you be worried if a fortune teller told you we weren't a particularly good match?
Using a fortune-telling result as one piece of information to make a big decision isn't a bad thing, but my answer was already decided. I think fortune-telling isn't something you surrender all your choices to, but something to give you a little push. Changing your true feelings just because of what a fortune teller said? That's getting things backward, isn't it? Maybe the fortune is right, and the road ahead for us won't be smooth sailing. But if we know that in advance because of the fortune, I think we can overcome anything that happens, together. Instead of avoiding a predicted hardship, facing it head on, isn't that one way to use a fortune-telling result? If the result of the fortune really worries you, I won't force you. But even if a fortune teller says we're not a good match, I love you. I don't want to deny that feeling. So, if you feel the same way about me, will you go out with me?
Hiroto, with you, I'm sure we can get through anything.
Through this conversation, Micah must have finally found an interpretation of the fortune's result that she could accept. Hey, you! Micah is... And that's how it is. I can't let her be with a man who can't even see through polite compliments and gets easily distracted by other women. If you truly cared for her, you wouldn't so casually ask to get back together. I'm not sure which one of us is the child here. Let's go, Micah.
Yes, Hiroto.
He probably entered the working world, admired a certain type of glamorous person, and wanted to be like them so badly that his values became distorted. But that's no reason to hurt Micah. Far from becoming the adult he admired, he ended up losing the person he loved. Realizing this, Tatsuki could only stare blankly at her retreating backs. After that, Moeko, perhaps out of desperation, became even more engrossed in fortune-telling, unable to make even the smallest decision without consulting it. Overwhelmed by the sense of loss from losing me, and an unidentifiable anxiety, she'd even resort to divination to decide her breakfast for the next day. And then...
The fortune teller said I should change jobs, so I quit. But nothing's going right.
I heard that Moeko, who quit her job on the fortune teller's orders, keeps changing jobs, unable to hold down a new one for long. Is it really right to entrust everything to fortune telling? I think you should make your own life choices without looking away. In any case, maybe it just goes to show that there's a limit to everything. Meanwhile, Micah and I reported to the police again that Tatsuki had approached her. Because he ignored the warning, he was found guilty of violating the Minor Offenses Act and was detained for a week. No, why won't you understand, Micah? Word of his detention got out at his workplace, and unable to bear the contemptuous stares, Tatsuki resigned. Perhaps taught a lesson by our claim for damages, he never came near Micah again. As for us, 1 year after we officially became a couple, we were back at the summer festival. Any lingering feelings from what happened here were long gone, and this place had become the special spot where we first met.
Next time, I'll definitely get that Kobito-san prize.
That's a good shot. You'll get it next time. A love that strangely began right after we were both dumped. That day, we had a miraculous encounter, and it feels both strange and wonderful that we're now walking together as a couple. Micah, they have paper fortunes over here.
You're right. Let's try our luck. What will you do if you get a good one?
If I get a good result, it might just give me a bit of courage. Fortune telling isn't about seeing the future. It's about giving you a little push when you're hesitant. You shouldn't let it make all your decisions, but sometimes it can give you the courage to take that important first step.
Mew, I got a job.
Wow, that's awesome. Kurosugi Real Estate is a big company. Congrats!
My name is Taisei Kimura. I'm in my 4th year of college, and I was going to start working at a big company in the spring. My girlfriend, Miyu, was excited for me. Life was good. That's what I thought back then. I'm still not finished. Every day I was working overtime. My coworkers and I were working our butts off.
Hey, Mr. Bright Future Kimura-kun.
Gaku Kanetsuna, who came in when I did, tapped my shoulder. He was rude to me for some reason.
Overtime again? Man, that sucks.
Kanetsuna, stop pushing all your work onto your kohais and do your own work.
You can't make it in this company if you did every single thing properly. Prioritize. If you're worried, you can help them out as their kind senpai. Okay, bye.
Kanetsuna waved nonchalantly and left. He always took advantage of the kohais that couldn't talk back. Don't worry, I'll do it with you. Hello, this is Kimura from Kurosugi Real Estate. I kept my work phone on me at all times. I had to answer no matter what time of day it was. There were no set hours of response. That was one of the reasons that made this company shady.
Hey, something is leaking from the floor above us. We were told to call this number if anything happened.
I understand. Can I ask you for your address, room number, and name? I'll be right over. I never knew when the phone would ring. The overtime was never ending. My decision-making was lower due to exhaustion. I was making more mistakes. I can't sleep. The phone always seemed to ring right as I was going to sleep. Slowly, I became unable to fall asleep. Please, do not ring. I have to go to work tomorrow. I closed my eyes. I was about to fall asleep. Hello, this is Kimura from Kurosugi Real Estate.
Oh, Kimura. I was gonna give you some work to do.
Huh? Kanetsuna?
It's from a client. He's from another country for work, and he can't speak Japanese that well. I'll give him to you. I only work with Japanese clients.
Kanetsuna told me he texted me the contract and hung up without waiting for my answer. I can't just do nothing when a client needs something. I decided to not sleep and got to work. My mental health and body were reaching their limits. It's been a while. I'm sorry we haven't been able to meet because of work. I'm thinking about quitting, actually. After I finished the work that Kanetsuna gave me, I texted my girlfriend. I saw that she read it immediately, but there was no response. Maybe Miyu is busy too. For the first time in a while, I felt a natural sleepiness and drifted off. The next day, I checked my phone and saw a response from Miyu.
Work must be busy. I understand. I think switching jobs is a good idea.
Sorry to worry you. Miyu is so kind. I'm gonna quit. Miyu wouldn't go against me. I felt good about it. I turned in my resignation. It's been a while since I've seen her. How long has it been since I was able to spend a lot of time with her too? 3 months after I turned in my resignation. Today was finally my day of resignation. After getting off work, I was asked by Miyu to meet her at a cafe. I need to thank her and give her all of my attention. That's what I thought, at least.
Taisei-kun.
Miyu had tears in her eyes. Next to her was Kanetsuna.
Yo, Kimura.
Kanetsuna, why are you here? He seemed satisfied by my reaction. He grinned and answered jovially.
Miyu told me she wanted to come together.
Together? You've been talking to Kanetsuna? When we started going out, Miyu and I had run into Kanetsuna before. Kanetsuna seemed super annoyed then. Maybe he tried to talk to her behind my back.
It's your fault, Taisei. I was lonely. And when I thought about the future, I was scared.
She said you might quit your job. She was worried about her future. You should choose me then. That's what I suggested. She was the one who chose.
Gaku always came when I needed him. You two work at the same company, right? Gaku comes, but you don't. It's weird. Please, Taisei, let me go. I just want to be happy.
That's because Kanetsuna has been pushing his work onto his coworkers. It'll be pointless to say that, though.
Well, that's how it is. I'll make her happy. You should want the woman you love to be happy if you're a real man.
Taisei, I'm sorry.
I had no words, to blame or to fight. I had no strength for any of it.
You should hate yourself for not prioritizing well. You were working yourself to dust for your clients and felt good about that. You're naive. If you can't be smart, you'll end up the same way anywhere. That's how the world works.
After that, I left the two of them silently and wandered around. Before I knew it, it was dark out. Maybe I just don't know how the world works. I hated it, but the last thing Kanetsuna said echoed in my head. I was starting to doubt myself when I heard a troubled woman's voice.
I am not English. No. So, no, not contact.
I looked over to see a waitress and a foreign tourist trying to have a conversation.
Oh, you there. Can you speak English?
Huh? Me? I can, but...
Seriously? Oh, wait, reality?
Don't you mean really?
Oh, yes, that's left.
I can speak Japanese, so you don't have to do that.
Thank you, sir. You saved me.
After I finished dealing with the foreign tourist, she thanked me repeatedly. I'm glad to help. Her name was Misora Ohashi. She worked at this restaurant. She was cheerful and full of energy. She was asked for help by the man when she was cleaning out front. The man said he was using a translator app to talk to you earlier.
Oh, that's why he stuck out his phone. I thought he was asking for my number.
I feel bad for him. He looked like he might cry. When he saw how desperate she was, he couldn't ask anyone else. The man was a gentleman. Nowadays, a lot more people use translator apps while traveling. It would help to listen.
I know, but I don't want to use them.
Huh? I was about to ask her why, but she smiled and told me to come again. After I got home, I continued to look for another job. Even if I find another one, my mind was filled with the shady tactics of my last job. Haha, I have some saved up. My savings had money from my last job and my severance. It was a pretty large amount. From time to time, Miyu's crying face and Kanetsuna's words popped up in my head. And Ohashi-san's and that man's smile. More than a big company or stability, I should think about what I want to do. I had passed the second round of interviews for a company, but I called to decline their offer. After calling to decline more offers, my mind was made up.
Welcome! Oh, Kimura-san. Wow, long time no see. I was waiting for you, but you never came, so I thought I'd never see you again.
Long time no see. Since then, I was busy with finding another job, so I hadn't been able to come back. This place was a cafe during the day and a bar at night.
Here you go, eat up. I'm paying. I made this.
Ohashi-san kept bringing food and drinks to my table. It was a lot. Thank you. I'll pay though. I came to thank you today. Ohashi-san tilted her head. I smiled and told her. I told her that I had quit my job that day. And thanks to Ohashi-san, I decided to start an English learning school.
What? Oh, wow. Wow. You're a CEO?
I just started, so I'm nothing big. I'm a one-man CEO.
Still, you realized what you wanted to do and took a step.
Have confidence. She smiled wide and supported me. I felt great. Thank you. You helped me realize.
I should do what I want to do. I felt like that strangely.
Ohashi-san came up close to me and looked at me with sparkling eyes.
I want to hear more about you. Can we meet up on my day off?
She was like the sun. I couldn't take my eyes off of her changing expressions. Of course. If you want to, I'd love to. I gave her my first ever business card since becoming a company owner. Ohashi-san and I started meeting up from time to time. I didn't have much time since I just started a business, but I spent my free time with her.
I wanted to join your English school too.
She said there were more foreign customers at her restaurant, and she wants to learn basic English.
The translation app you showed me is good too, but spoken word has soul. I want to try speaking with my own words. Of course, it isn't all English-speaking customers, so I need a translation app too. If I could speak English, I could speak to so many more people. I saw you and was inspired.
Misora-san was gaining experience here to have her own restaurant someday. She said she was so inspired she could cry when she heard that I started my own business. I'll help you wherever I can. Let's do this.
Thank you, Taisei-sensei.
I've been going to Misora-san's restaurant after that, too.
Hello, I finally met you.
You! It was the man from that day. That night, running into him would affect my business greatly. 3 years later, I got a message from an old coworker about going to a get-together. I quit a few years ago. Can I really come?
Of course. Most of our coworkers aren't there anymore anyway.
The woman who contacted me has a fiancé in the office. She got a lot of support at work, so she was able to continue to this day. I want to thank my coworkers, so I decided to join.
Oh, hey, over here.
When I walked in, a coworker called me over. Oof, Kanetsuna.
Haha, Kimura, a long time.
Yeah, a long time. I knew he might be there, but actually seeing him was different.
Kimura-kun, it's been a while. Memories. Have you been? I've heard about you. The girls are still close and get together often.
My coworkers that have left the company smiled at me. They really took care of me back then. I'm good. Thank you for everything back then. You helped me a lot. When I said that, Kanetsuna butted in. He gave me a nasty up and down.
Good? Really? You're wearing a suit. Are you still working overtime? Broke boys have no time off. How sad.
Broke? Well, I guess unlike us, Kimura-kun doesn't get bonuses. You're right. No bonuses for Kimura-kun.
My coworkers laughed. I could tell that they knew what was going on, but he didn't.
Huh? No bonuses? You really fell off.
Kanetsuna laughed too, but it was different from the others. Everyone fell silent. Kanetsuna seemed like he didn't know what was going on.
Huh? Wait, you don't know?
Huh? Know what?
About Kimura-kun's current job. Kimura-kun is a CEO that has his own employees now.
What? Huh?
Yeah, he's a CEO, so he doesn't get bonuses. I thought you knew.
He was the only one that didn't know. He never did listen to people.
You haven't changed, Kanetsuna-kun. You always saw Kimura-kun as a rival. Anytime a client would praise Kimura-kun and say that Kimura-kun gave better service, you would get upset.
The woman nodded. I didn't know they talked about him like that.
I'm sure it's a small company he owns. Then I probably make more than...
As soon as he said it,
Oh, Taisei, I'm happy to see you.
it was the Englishman. All the woman crumbled at the sight of this handsome, tall man.
Wow, I knew Kimura-kun could speak English, but I didn't know he could speak this well.
Wow, it makes sense that he's the head of an English school. Are they friends?
My coworkers watched us speak. I rushed to introduce him. Oh, sorry, he's a CEO in England and my business partner. We connected, and now he works with my company to teach Japanese to people in England. This was the Englishman that I had helped that one day a few years ago.
No way! Kimura is friends with a CEO from England?
You can't win, Kanetsuna. Give it up.
Oh,
Oh, Japanese. Baka, you're very lame.
Afterward, Kanetsuna could only look around like he was being puppeted. I had fun with my coworkers for 2 hours and left the restaurant.
Oh, wait.
Misora ran after us. We were at Misora's restaurant tonight.
oh, Misora-chan, what's up? I heard you were off today. What days do you work? I always ask your boss, but they brush it off.
Kanetsuna started talking as soon as Misora came. Misora looked displeased.
I can't tell the customers that information.
You're so cold. It's us, right? I thought it was fate when we ran into each other here. I reserved this place today.
Kanetsuna had organized today's event, and he and Misora were high school classmates. I see. Kanetsuna was looking around for Misora.
I went after all kinds of girls to forget you, but I've never liked anyone else. You're the only one.
If you touch me, I'll beat you up.
She avoided his hand and looked at him like she would look at garbage.
When you happened to come in here, I felt terrible. You always followed me around in high school. You're so creepy. My boss was helping me out. I hid when you'd come, to not see you. Fate? No way, I hate you. Because I saw you being mean to the guy I like.
She had heard me being insulted and held it back.
What? Wait, Kimura?
Yes, he's my fiancé. How dare you hurt him? I'll never forgive you.
Since that day, Misora became a friend, a student, and slowly we got closer. 6 months ago, I had proposed to her. The day I resigned, after I left the cafe, I ran into Misora. I'm happy now because you two betrayed me. I'm grateful.
Huh? No way, you're with Kimura? Because I stole this guy's girlfriend? He took the girl I like?
Yep, that's that.
Why? Why Kimura? This guy's a loser! This guy's girlfriend came with her tail wagging after a few sweet nothings. Kimura should be with a dumb girl like that.
You're the one that stole her, I thought.
Hey, Gaku, what does that mean?
I turned around to the familiar voice. It was Miu, and she was furious.
I followed your location. What was that? Dumb girl? Is that me?
The anger was emanating from her as she approached Kanetsuna. He was pale and speechless. She could be a bit crazy sometimes.
First, when are we getting married? I've been waiting. You'll choose me, right?
I'll never marry you. I'm marrying Misora.
Stop it, I'll never be with you. Misora? Wait, Gaku, you'll call me the wrong name sometimes. I wasn't just hearing things. I see. Taisei, I'm sorry. I was being tricked by Gaku. You're kind. You'll help me, right?
Huh? What are you saying? You chose Kanetsuna, who was slacking over me, who was working my butt off.
I didn't know. If I knew.
You wouldn't have cheated? Just don't cheat, creep.
You're so mean.
I knew she was crazy, but I guess she changed for the worse these past few years.
Huh. You really are a dumb girl. You're Misora? I don't think someone scary like you is a match for Taisei.
Huh? Miu flinched at my voice. I glared at her and pulled Misora to me. Misora lit up my gloomy heart. She's like the sun. You may have acted like a nice girl, but behind the scenes, you were cheating. You're the scary one. I'm truly glad I was able to break up with someone who's nasty on the inside and out. Thanks, you two, for freeing me. There was no point in staying there. I took Misora home. Later, Kanetsuna stopped coming to work. No one could contact him. He'll be fired at this rate.
I heard he broke up with his girlfriend. I didn't know he took her from Kimura-kun.
Damn it, if I knew, I would have said a thing or two or three.
Kanetsuna had always pushed his work onto others. He would finally learn that life isn't that easy. Miu contacted me, but I ignored her. I have no business with a rotten woman like you. I sent that message and blocked her. I saw that she read it. Let me change my number and move. Sorry to worry you. Oh yeah.
What?
I suggested moving in together. Immediately, Misora smiled and nodded.
Taisei, Misora, congrats on your wedding.
A year later, we got married. We were on our honeymoon in England.
The two people who helped me are married. I'm so happy.
Thank you. I met my wife thanks to you. I wanted to continue to have him in my life as my business partner and as a friend.
Taisei, you were telling him about me, huh?
Yeah, I guess this is what happens when you know English. Stop listening in. Misora opened her dream restaurant 2 years ago. She's been studying English too. Hardships, struggles, pain. A lot happens in life. But you meet all kinds of people, and when you get past the difficulties, a beautiful view will be waiting for us.
I'm Jun Kobato. I'm a 25-year-old programmer who's been working from home ever since graduating college. As usual, I was working in my room when a message popped up from a college friend, Anezaki. Hey, we're doing a group date soon. Think you can join? A group date? You know, I'm taking care of my parents, right? I can't. Just come for the first round. How about that? Even so, your parents are probably pressuring you to get married soon too, right? Yeah, about that. I really want to gather good people, and you're definitely one of them. Well, if you're gonna go that far, fine, I'll join, but only for the first round. That's what I'm talking about. Let's find someone and make this a bright year. I feel like I've been talked into it somehow, but it's been a while since my last group date. Might as well have fun if I'm going. The group date I joined with that determination turned out to be pretty high level, both men and women. Do I even belong here? As I was thinking that, the woman started introducing themselves, and then it was my turn. I'm Jun Kobato, like the little dove. I'm a programmer, and my hobby is cooking. I'm good at Japanese cuisine too, but Italian's my best. Lately, I've been really into presentation.
Wow, that's unusual for a guy.
I kinda got into it while cooking at home, taking care of my mom.
Caregiving? Why don't you put her in a facility? Are you, like, poor?
I think it was Ayaka Uekusa who snickered the moment I mentioned caregiving.
What the?
And then, for some reason, Maki Imada suddenly perked up. Oh no, I don't want to ruin the mood of the group date because of me. I'm not exactly rich, but that's not the point. I just genuinely want to spend time with my mom.
Sounds like a mama's boy.
Damn, does she have some grudge against me? As I was thinking that, Anezaki suddenly stood up. Hey, Uekusa-san, you don't get it. Guys are basically either mama's boys or lolicons. That's the truth. Me, I'm a lolicon. If there's anyone under 12 here, let me know.
Me! I'm 7, mentally.
Kimiko Ueyama, the woman's organizer, raises her hand.
Way too young. Okay, then I'm a 17-year-old high schooler.
Hey. Well, enough about me being a lolicon. That's just a joke. Thanks to Anezaki and Ueyama-san playing along, the mood at the group date was saved.
Boring.
Except for Uekusa-san. Thinking back, she'd been grumpy ever since the introductions. Maybe it was because no one here met her expectations. Or maybe she was just dissatisfied with the whole thing.
I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to invite Uekusa-san, so you ended up having an unpleasant time.
After the first round, Imada-san came to apologize. For the record, Uekusa-san left the moment the first round ended. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm glad to hear that.
But are you two friends? You didn't really seem like it.
We just meet through work sometimes. But we didn't even get to exchange contacts, so oh well.
Work. You're a journalist, right?
Yes. I write articles on caregiving issues. That's why her comment kind of ticked me off.
Imada-san chuckles awkwardly, then smiles.
By the way, would you like to exchange contacts? I think we'd really click on caregiving topics and all.
After the group date, Imada-san and I kept in touch and started meeting up occasionally. Because of my caregiving duties, I couldn't always go out even on days off, but we clicked. One day, I brought my mom and Imada-san to a nearby park.
Is it okay for me to be here on your date? No. I'm the one tagging along on family time.
She wanted to see what caregiving looks like. Kind of unusual, right? This park is part of Mom's usual walking route.
But I heard she has severe COPD. She can manage to walk on her own? For COPD patients who need constant oxygen, many get tired easily and use wheelchairs.
COPD is a disease where inflammation in the bronchi and alveoli reduces lung function. It's bad if her strength drops, so we try to exercise together as much as we can.
I see. Would it be okay if I join sometimes too? Of course, you're more than welcome. Thank you again for letting me meet your mother the other day.
Later, Imada-san and I went on a date, just the two of us.
She was just as kind as you said.
Mom really enjoyed talking to someone besides her helper and me for a change. If you'd like, please visit her again.
Would that be okay? Then, next time, I'd love to meet her as her girlfriend.
Her sudden confession froze my world. As soon as my brain caught up, confusion filled my mind. Are you sure you're okay with a guy like me, who sometimes can't even go outside because of caregiving?
Yes, that's exactly why. It shows how kind and responsible you are toward your family. Besides, you were at that group date, so you're single, right?
Well, yeah. Honestly, I was thrilled by her confession, but I was frustrated with myself for not being able to give an immediate yes. I mean, it's embarrassing, but I don't earn that much because caregiving comes first, you know?
That's okay. I work full-time. It's not like I'm proposing or anything. We can just start casually, see how it goes.
Then, please, take care of me. And just like that, I started dating Imada-san. A few months passed, and Imada-san, no, Maki, had started coming over to the house.
Thank you so much for inviting me to dinner today. I should really be the one cooking to welcome you. I'm sorry.
Since Mom uses oxygen, open flames are basically off limits at home. Don't worry about it, Mom. I promised today I'd show off my cooking skills. I called out from the kitchen. Honestly, I was kind of looking forward to cooking for Maki. Alright, we've got chicken cacciatore, mushroom risotto, and the classic Italian salad.
Wow, amazing! This looks like something from a restaurant. June's really gotten into presentation lately, too.
I even brought special plates just for Italian dishes.
Having a hobby that's useful is so nice. Getting to eat this kind of food at home is such a treat.
Come on, let's dig in before it gets cold. As we were enjoying the meal, I noticed Mom's mood suddenly drop. What's wrong, Mom? You don't like it?
No, it's delicious, but... I'm sorry, June, for making you get so good at cooking.
What are you saying? It's my hobby now.
But because of me, you can't work outside.